Today, there are many tech companies trying to find a problem for their solutions, not the other way around. I thought, if you're working with the customer service organizations, it would be a good idea to focus on behavioral science as well as the software solutions. Especially these days, we're more focused on predicting customer sentiment real time on the customer service. Here are 5 psychological hacks that can be used to keep your customers happy. The first one is forcing customers to make a decision. When we give many options on the IVR or some subscription packages to the customers, they need to make a decision, and it is often stressful if they're not sure. Easy hack is to say, well, if you're not sure, many customers choose option 2, just so you know. This relieves the pain on the customer and they leave the interaction with a positive sentiment. The second one is setting the expectations worse than they are. For example, you send insurance claim checks in the next 2 or 3 days, but there might be delays on the post, and this creates unnecessary stress on your customers. Then they start calling the customer service to complain. It's not that they need it urgently, it's because the situation is out of the planned timeline. Just say you'll receive your check within 14 days, and I can guarantee you that not only you will stop getting calls about the checks, you will also receive thank you letters from your customers when they receive their checks 11 days earlier. Number 3 is use the customer service for creating a positive sentiment which will otherwise be neutral. Turn a problem into a positive experience with great customer service. When it comes to renewals or a new purchase, customers remember the positive outcomes and go in favor of your brand. That is often overlooked by the finance department, who are obsessed with the cost savings while they ignore the opportunity cost of the lost business. That's why statistically, family-owned or founder-led businesses are much more successful in the customer experience, therefore the growth, than the companies managed by the professionals, who can only make decisions if there is data to support it. And we all know that how misleading data can be. Number 4 is customers love dealing with a single agent who can take initiatives instead of getting transferred around multiple times and explain their problem repeatedly or being put on hold for a long time. That's why we're focusing on ideal customer service and offer solutions to achieve that. Our goal is to use AI as a co-pilot to your agents, not as a replacement, so that any agent can take any calls even when they are not fully trained about all of the skills. We want to also eliminate IVR completely. No more press 1, press 2 or AI self-service. If you're not sure how to eliminate IVR in a call center, check out the link in the description. And the last one is reverse engineering a better customer service. When we try to improve our service, we often look at the incremental improvements on the core service, which has often very minimal impact. I'll give you an example. There's a restaurant that is top 10 in the world. They try to be number 1, and the owner books the number 1 restaurants for the whole staff. They have a good dinner there, and after the experience, he asks his staff what they thought. Everybody points a few areas that can be improved, but the effects will be marginal or subjective. He then asks what were the worst 2 things in that dining experience. Someone says coffee wasn't great, and another one says beer options were very limited. So instead of changing their entire menu, they only changed 2 things: much better coffee selections after dinner and beer pairings for each course in the tasting menu. If the plate is seafood, for example, they pair it with citrus-based craft beer. When you think about customer service, a minimal change could be eliminating the IVR completely. Can you imagine how pleasantly surprised your customers will be and how valued they will feel when they start talking to an agent immediately? Or analyzing the call transcripts and finding common issues that you keep getting repeatedly. And yes, we have solutions for both of them. There are some video links in the descriptions for those. For many other behavioral science hacks in the customer service, check out comsys.com/nudge and learn more about how to have an emotional interaction with your customers for a positive sentiment.